What up, YouTube? I'm back again, Skate Master in the house. You know what I'm saying? Got on my Panama hat right here. Oh yeah, this will come off. Yeah, I just want to give a shout out, to all the people out there. People like people that's rapping, acting, politicians. You know, we just have to show you the way. We have to bring you back in tune to what's going down. When you travel away, sometimes you lose your roots. Route is actually the word route. If you don't know where we're going, you can't get there. I mean, you can always paint the picture of Hollywood, but being that most of the music now is what they call marketable, term marketable, and it's actually used as a destructive force. Sometimes you have to get back in tune with what's going down. And you gotta have a system where you controlling yourself. As far as don't let these people fool you. It's like you against the world. Just like me against the world. Nobody believed in me. There's only one girl that believed in me. You see? One girl. Everybody else acting like they believe in me. My mama believed in me to a degree. But like I said, when you have a mother and she got a lot of children and responsibilities and she have other things to do, that's not your all. You respect her, you want the best for her. But basically, if you can't get your foot in the game, it ain't gonna happen. Yeah, I got some children out there, and I got some that say they're my children. See, it's a long story. Y'all need to sit down and y'all need to go through my resume and find out what's actually going on. Because somebody got to tell a story. Everybody can't be eluded by the money. The story goes back into sovereignty. It goes back into what they say, American, Indian. It goes all the way back to illusion, confusion, distortion, propaganda, technology. These type of words should be daily conversation. Actually, as a high priest and an angel, I actually married the law with the Bible with the Bible with the federal rules. So for the letter of the law, we can make that happen. But you got to know the law for the law to work for you. So now there's two books that you need. You need the Bible and you need the federal rules. You need to know the Constitution. From the Constitution, then you get to know the Constitution for the state laws. See, and then your city ordinances. You need to know business association laws. You need to know law of association. You need to is the legal system, period. So we're working on that, food, clothing, shelter. Y'all did a wonderful job. We want to congratulate you. I'm going to give you a clap. You did a very good job providing food, because when I was coming up, actually, I used to wear my sneakers. Y'all call sneakers shoes now. And that is sick. That is sick. And all you Jordan fans, those are not shoes. Shoes are shoes, sneakers are sneakers. You got basketball, tennis, you got running, they call them shoes, but they're sneakers. There's a reason why we call them sneakers. So y'all got to get with the game. Long as we here, y'all got to go with the flow. It's like an order to life. You can't change the order. People want to go before their time. You can't go before your time. You can be out there and you can do that. Just like they got these kids in the hip hop, and they think they running things. They're not running nothing but their mouth. See, when you get down and your mind is clear, you don't really know what you need to know. Everybody needs a spiritual advisor, They need somebody that understands what's going on, clear head, clear thinking. Once you start popping bottles and drinking and whatever else y'all do out there, you know, you become eluded. You know, you have to be clear thinking. So, like I said, for anybody out there, you know, they do get in trouble by the law. You need to know the law. You need to have somebody with you that knows the law. You need to understand the Bible. That's going to give you how to deal socially. It's going to give you the highest standards, you know, what they call love. Because the word love is actually the word love. You step off your divinity and you deal with people with a certain approach. And once you can't deal with the Bible, then the civil law, you know, comes in. And the federal law acts up on you. So you need to have both, and you have balancement. You have reason in your life. Excuse me. That's a good sign, because actually I tell you before, when you sneeze, you get new life. So every time I get up on here, I'm giving to you what I got. I'm getting something new back. So it's a good thing. I want to give a shout out to Red Hook, and I want to give Red Hook Projects in Brooklyn, South Brooklyn. I want to give a shout out to the Webster Projects, and that's the South Bronx. Uptown Manhattan, 135th and 145th in Amsterdam, 145th, 52nd Amsterdam. I want to give a shout out to 135th in Amsterdam, 125th in Amsterdam, St. Nicholas, 125th. I want to give a shout out to Staten Island, Lawton, Queens, Jamaica, Queen, IS-8. Pete, I know you're still there because you're just a diehard guy. You know, I forgot a lot of other people in IS-8, but I want to give y'all a shout out. I want to give a shout out to Betty Dobson. I know you're still there. You was a beacon of light in Beacon School IS-8. I want to give it to Long Fu Pa. That was the school I've attended for the martial arts. So I'll just give you a little bit of shout outs. And Red Hook, we're here, we're there, we're everywhere. You know, do what you got to do. Respect your moms, respect your grandmoms. Learn what you need to learn. Get that Bible in your hand. Don't get spaced out. Get that law in your hand. Learn what you need to do for your movement, your association, your build, prosperity. And I'm Skate Master I-9 Gabriel 19, you know, and I got another name too. They call me Lord Abdallah. Yeah, I'm the original Lord Abdallah. I want to give a shout out to Nadia out there in Manhattan. I know you out there somewhere. And I want to give a shout out to Baltimore. Yeah, Taliba in Baltimore, which is Taliba. I'm going to give a shout out to Jacqueline Organs. If you see her, tell her look at this CD, because we ready for her now. You know what I'm saying? She's a very good learning student. She was a go-getter. And it's time for us to go ahead and put everything into motion, you know. Like I said, I came here in 1977. By 1982, I had a global plan for the woman of the world to put her back in a position that was given to her by the heavens. And basically someone actually stole my book, utilized it, and that's how the heaven worked. You know, they utilized it, they got big, you got leaders, and people made millions of dollars off of what I wrote, and it's fine. But now I'm coming back again, and I'm going to rectify the situation, put everything in the proper order, because they didn't do it the right way. And a lot of them, you know, they thought we was going back to the moon and all kind of stuff. They was teaching people, and it's just not so. But look at me, I'm here, I'm back. You know, I'm going to give a shout out to all my baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm here. And April, you get your shout out. Even though I'm not on the phone, you can get a little shout out too. And everybody just, you know, help them people that's out there. Get them back across. Get them back over to what we need to be doing, so they can be a real star. You know, they got little problems, but we can work with it. One.